Hi guys and welcome back. This is Hole.io. Unless you just have never played a mobile game in your life, then you probably know what this game is. It's pretty simple. You just drag around this little hole here and you eat things. I don't know how else to explain it. You'll kind of see if you don't know. The bigger you get, the bigger the buildings and things that you can consume. The goal depends on the game mode, and I'll kind of flip through those. So get the best score so that you get certain points for different sizes of objects. A solo run is you try to consume everything on the map, and battle is more battle royale style. You try to eat as many other people as you can. Right now we're just going to do classic. I will be doing different game modes, different days of the week. I don't think I've ever played the battle mode, but for this video, we're going to do the classic version. So as you can see, my best is 1717 as my high score. I haven't played a whole lot on this phone. I did have, a high score on my previous device. I got this phone back in December, and I've been doing a lot of different work things, so I haven't really had time to play anything, honestly. And sorry, I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but let's go ahead and get started. So this is a loading screen. They have a couple different maps. This one is by far the most difficult. It's harder to find small objects to get a hold of, and like the people, there's not a whole lot of them. They run around a lot more. They're more difficult to find, like I said. I did get lucky and I found this little sitting area here, and that has made a huge difference. I did just eat a person. Those are worth the most points, I'm pretty sure, which is helpful. And as you can see, when you're winning, you get this crown above your head, and hopefully I keep that. I typically do win, not to gloat, but just the honest to God truth. I think I'm pretty good at this. I have a decent streak. So either I'm really good or other people that I happen to get pinned against just aren't. As you can see, it's 2 minutes is the time length that you have. So I'll do a couple rounds in this video, and then I think it's 2 minutes for all of them, all of the different game modes. So I'll do, about 5 games per video. My hope is to post about 2 videos a day. These aren't hard to record, so hopefully I can get a handful cranked out pretty quick. That's the hope anyway. So once you get big enough, you can also swallow the whales and the boats and things like that. That huge rock right there, I think, is the biggest thing on the map, if I'm not mistaken. This whole town is about to get demolished. So yeah, as you can see, I won and I got 20 stars. I didn't get a whole lot of points. Like I said, this map is more difficult than a lot of the other maps. I personally am the best at the cityscape map. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but I'll just play again. So this is the best map ever. It's my absolute favorite. It's the easiest to find small objects, and if you can find the park, which I think is over here, and hopefully no one else has found it first. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the crown again. It's really weird. Like I said, I usually end up winning. I don't know why. I'm not very good at games usually. So it's quite odd for me to win. Once you eat the park, you can usually get these apartment buildings here. So if you're looking for more of a tutorial, Let me know in the comments. I can definitely do a tutorial on the best strategies that I use. And then there is also another park, so I will go ahead and try to find that. It's usually around the other apartments, so it should be, yeah, it's right over here. So I will go ahead and get that whole thing. That is the most concentrated area of the map. That's why it makes you grow so quickly, is because there are objects that are concentrated in that area. So there's a lot of smaller things like fence posts, and the little fence pieces aren't even that big, which is helpful because when you're smaller, you know, you can basically, if you find a park before you find anything else, you can eat the whole thing by the end of it. So it's the quickest way to grow. It's the quickest way to get points. And then once you're big enough, eating other people and the apartment buildings until you get big enough to consume the larger buildings, but they're as much as the smaller buildings. So, I mean, you might as well just not bother. So like I said, I haven't posted in a while. I am aware of that. I don't know if you know that YouTubers actually are aware when they do and don't post. I haven't posted in a while. I actually went through a divorce, and I've had a lot of things going on. But I'm going to try and post about 14 times a week. I know that sounds like a lot, but for mobile games it really is not. So that's just what I'm going for right now. In the future that may change, and I will definitely keep you guys informed. But until then, that will be my plan. It looks like I might lose this one. I'm having issues finding one of the parks. I'll probably be like the last person to get to it now. Damn. Okay. Yeah, this one looks like it's gonna be a dud, which is fine. Like, it happens. Definitely not the best person on the planet. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna try and post. I've got a handful of games that I already have planned to be uploading. And so, yeah, that's the plan. I will, on the next between games here, I will list the games that I plan on playing. A handful of them you've probably seen either me or other people do. I know I haven't done a whole lot of different games, so I don't have a whole lot of variety. But yeah, I'll list those for you. Hey, I got the crown back. Cool. So in the beginning, if I lose the crown, I typically, you know, don't worry about it, because if I can get a hold of both parks, or even just the park that they didn't get to first, I typically can get it back, and it's not a big deal. So most of the time, once that first park is cleared, everybody kind of moves on and clears out. They don't just go look for the other one, which I always do, even if I am ahead, because that park can, as you just saw, make all the difference. So I think there are 5 games, maybe 6. The Game of Thrones game, I'm having issues getting that one to run, so it might be a couple weeks before I get that one out. BitLife, I know that one's really popular right now. Everybody's really enjoying it. This game, Hole.io, Covet, Pool, like 8-ball pool, and then I think that there is another one. If there is, then you'll find out when I post it. But there might just be 5. So again, I really, really hate this map. They're just, the island ones just aren't fun. They're difficult because, like I said, there's not a whole lot of small things usually where they put you. It's harder to find them. I got really lucky last time. I almost always lose on these maps because they're just very difficult. And this will be my last game. I'll probably lose my last game, which is fine. But like I said, I will try to post 2 times a day. Now that might not happen. It might go well. We'll see. Don't, crucify me if I don't get videos out. But this will be the first one back, and hopefully I'm going to die with no points. That's great. Let's see. Well, I did get a couple points at least. Yeah, it's not looking promising. I don't think I'll recover this one. Like I said, I almost always lose this map, no matter who I'm playing against, unless they're just brand new. Yeah, it's not really likely. But the other maps I am pretty decent at. My win rate is a little higher with those. I do usually avoid the other holes until I'm big enough to eat everyone on the map. I don't hide that fact. I'm not a very confrontational person in games, so I usually just try to complete whatever and avoid confrontation unless it's like a FPS or something. And those are obviously different because your whole goal is to kill other people. But yeah, guys, this is going to be the first video. Like I said, I'll try and get about 3 of these out, and then the other ones, I think the one that I post most will probably be Covet.